whole life without working with this stuff again, I'd be happy.
Don't know if Lance is gonna be happy with this.
If this doesn't work, how depressing is that?
Am I being crazy?
Back in 2019, we spent the year building out our schoolie. After the build was done, we sold our house and traveled for a full year. Following that year of travel, we started to crave building again and getting something 4x4. Lance went inside. So I guess I'll start attempting to take some of this stuff off. I'm assuming this plastic, yeah, it's not even attached, which is cool. One thing I've realized about cars is a lot of stuff isn't screwed in. Yeah, this is just all glued down. I don't know what these are. What do you think these are? Ask Lance. Lance knows it all. Lance knows it all. Oh, a dime. We're getting rich from this van build, guys. We love when there's just random fuses laying around. That's a really good sign. That's what that means. So a big reason we're taking all this off is because there's sound deadening, and when we took everything else off in the back, it was super rusty. And it looks like our fears are coming true. This is also super rusty. So once this is all off, we can scrape all this off and get the rust out and have a good fresh start.
There we go. Oh, okay, twist it to the left.
To the left, probably the right.
That's the right.
Okay, left.
Is it still stuck on the floor?
It's on.
Those aren't screwed on or anything? They're just sitting there, huh?
Just sitting there.
We kind of have options here now. What we could do is we could make our floor run all the way up here, and then when it comes to this, I'm not really sure what we would do. So that way, like, our floors, like this whole thing, which would look really clean. Yeah, and since we have that one piece of flooring, we could play around with it and see if, like, heating it up, we can make it flexible enough to maybe like bend up or something. I don't know. Yeah, you just cut this here, cut along here, and then just square it off, and then that should give us the distance.
And then you take this out, move it.
Yeah.
Treat and you guys. Treat.
Hey, so see that the dog box that we pulled off?
Yeah.
You can try to get that plastic cover off the shelf thingy.
Oh, I got it. You slide this junk boy up. Boom. Ooh. It's weird that this is off to the side.
Yeah.
Time to scream.
Why you're as excited as I am. Did you get that piece off?
Yeah.
Nice. This stuff is wet.
Is it?
Yeah, this stuff's like damp. Sound deadening is they did a really good job trapping moisture underneath the floor.
Because he just wasn't sealed?
Well, there's so many holes to let moisture get up and then just underneath the shit. Nice and gunky. If I could go my whole life without working with this stuff again, I'd be happy. Happen that.
We'll be so happy that we did it though before.
Oh yeah. So what I found helps, babe, is if you try to keep it intact like this, look real quick, and then you kind of tilt on the side, you can kind of like shape it. See how I'm like getting under it?
Honestly, we made good progress. Finishing up some sides. Wow. Patched up all the holes in my butt.
Yeah. Hilarious. Guy
Instead,
says no rust. There was a little tiny rust spot back there that I patched up, but he didn't even patch anything up back there. He just lied about it.
and then instead of patching these,
He just laid sound deadening right on top.
which is great because then the sound deadening held all the wire down.
Yeah, so it just rusted out worse.
So
So we cut more floor out. Huzzah.
At least we did it though. At least we took it off and...
I was thinking of actually not taking this stuff off either. Because it's a freak load of work. We've been at this for like, what, 2 hours just scraping?
Yeah.
So, and then I get to cut the floor out, build new floor, paint it, cut this down. So that way our fridge can go here. Luckily the transmission isn't really interfering with this. Getting close to, I guess, starting on the front. That's been the theme of this van. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, because we discover something new about it.
Took this little bottom part off of the shifter, and I'm gonna paint it so that it has time to dry before Lance wants to move it.
All right.
Don't know if Lance is gonna be happy with this. We figured to get a win today, we're gonna put a window in. Maybe 2. Babe, if we find it's just an easy process, we might as well just put both in, yeah?
Yeah. This window slides here. Do we want it to be like this then? This window slides.
Yeah, I want that side because the stove.
Yeah, we do want it this way because we don't want to be driving in the rain and rain to get in this way too. So that's perfect. Like that.
Sweet.
You like that?
Uh-huh. That'll be perfect.
That looks sick. Gosh, that's gonna be so cool having a window right there.
Pinky, leave it.
All right, let's cut this boy out. I've got this metal blade on and I need to put the wood blade on. This is getting stuck. If this doesn't work, how depressing is that? How much work we put into this roof? I got crazy!
Wait, Lance! Oh.
What?
Never mind.
It's too late. I know what you're gonna say.
I matched it because the slope of the roof in the front, I think it would look weird if we sloped it this direction.
Does this window flip?
No.
You already tried?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gotta be this way.
Okay. So that I can... She in there good enough?
You're good.
Dude, that is sick. Close this door.
It matches that angle perfectly. Wait, no, I want to go in. I haven't been in it yet to see it.
Oh, wow.
It's so much more open in here.
It's nice in here.
It feels like huge in here now, babe.
And this is so exciting. Holy crap, I can see out the window. So yeah, I think, I don't know what to do. Probably just clean it real good with some water or something. I do wish That was flipped though, that sucks. I mean, the only way we could have done it is found a different window.
Yeah.
Because the windows are built this way. That's why I can't do it.
That's so weird that we can't just flip it upside down though.
But am I being crazy? Because can I just unscrew it and then just rotate it? No, I could.
Oh, yeah, can we?
Yeah, what? That's hilarious. Let me try to do that. Are you ready to flip it around?
Yeah, can you grab it? You got it, honey? Oh my god, so much sugar, that's my eyes.
Are you okay?
Problem solved, baby.
And it's the right direction too. See how the window, or the sticker on the window?
Uh-huh.
Dude, that's perfect. What? And what's sick is like, when I was standing here, like it feels so claustrophobic. Like, for instance, standing here.
This whole van felt claustrophobic.
Right.
Especially with the two dogs.
That just made it feel
Sit on the couch. Like, even from the couch, we can look up at the sky. We'll have, like, a skylight right here, too.
When we put the skylight in, oh my gosh. So I traced it out, and now I'm kind of just eyeballing. The other side, I cut this small, and then worked my way bigger, and it was just kind of a ton of work. And now that I did the one side, I'm pretty confident on the spacing I need. That little outside edge is exactly where I'm going to cut. So I'll throw my mask on and all that jazz again. Take my saw. And now why I do the skill saw is because I find it way easier to make a nice straight edge with a skill saw than that jigsaw. The jigsaw is great for the corners, but when it comes to these straight edges, the skill saw is very wavy. So I'll go ahead and put everything on and then get this cut out and we'll get a second window in. And then we also have our moonroof that's gonna go in back here, but I wasn't able to get it off at the junkyard out of the roof. So I literally just cut it off and then I figured I'd bring it here and figure out how to get it off. So I still need to do that. And then by the time I'm done with this window, paint will be dry so I can patch up the doghouse tunnel.
So if you remember on the last video, these windows plus our sunroof, other things we haven't added yet, came out to be $100 at the junkyard, and these usually go for like $200 each. To tell you that this completely changes the space in the van is an understatement. It doesn't feel like a cave you just can't see anything on and you go to escape and crawl in and die. It feels like you can live in here. So, big win for today, big win.
Day. I'm gonna cut the original metal floor out because it's so rusty and put new plate in there. Well, I'll move the shifter, sound deaden. Start by taking a wire wheel on all this stuff. So yesterday I fixed my impact here. I've had this thing for like 7 years now and I've never had an issue with it, but I bent a bit in it and I couldn't get it out, so I had to pull the whole thing apart to get it out. But yeah, still working like a champ, and I inspected everything in there. It looks amazing. It's crazy because this thing is literally 7 years old. That years of yuck. Yuck. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay out. I know I need to cut over here, so I'm kind of just gonna lay, because I mean there's holes everywhere, so I want to make sure I'm cutting out all of the rust. So like right here there's starting to be rust. Up here there's rust pretty much all the way to the corner here. So now a lot of times the issue with these older vehicles is they have ways of getting rid of the water, like this hole and this hole, but they're supposed to be one-way valves, but over time they wear out. So by one way I mean water's not supposed to come up, it's supposed to drain out. And they wear out, and then water just comes up and doesn't drain out. I'm kind of just going to tap around, because I mean, as great as it sounds, I don't want to have to cut off all of the flooring. I just want to cut off what needs to be cut. All right, I've exposed the area around this bolt pretty good, so that way I could see it's not very rusted, which is perfect. Because what that means is instead of cutting right up here, this seems all pretty good here. So I think I'm gonna go like this. Okay, so got the floor cut out. I'm glad I did this. It was pretty rusted and the rust was definitely spreading. So I got all of the bad, like infectious, like you can almost think of rust as a disease. It kind of just keeps spreading. I like to spray this on everything underneath. I think it's really good stuff, especially for the price. So I'll just mark out here basically where these pillars are. And then when I put the plate on there, I'm gonna drill out the plate holes here, probably like 3 of them. And then I'll just weld them so it's welded to this cross member as well. And that'll keep down rattling and give it structure. So this piece is like perfect for what I need. So I'm kind of just peeling this guy back. I didn't want to cut through here or here, but that's fine. I can pound it back. Unfortunately, there's so many spot welds. I could drill all these out, but I find that's more of a pain than doing the hammer that I do. I bent this up to see if there was any rust here, and it's all good, so that's great. So I'll bend that back down, and then I'm just gonna make a plate that goes all across here. All right, here's what I did. I took some scrap cardboard laying around and made a little template. Basically, I just took a full piece, took a few measurements, cut it bigger than I thought, and I just started trimming it down, put this on here. So now I'll take my saw and kind of just go along all of this. I gotta bend this up. Let's try to figure out some way to bend this. Pretty darn close. Put the seat in, took a couple measurements, and now I know where I need to drill new holes and move that shifter guy. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and drill new holes, cut the shifter, weld it, and move it over to where it needs to be. So that way it's not in the way of the fridge or the seat. So what I like to do with these is I like to set the chuck so that way when it drops down and grabs the teeth, it doesn't snap my wrist. See? See, this is sloppy work here. See how the holes are not lined up? Like, why not just take the extra little time to cut these off, make it look proper? So let's grab a file, deburr that. Part of doing this deburring, which a lot of people, I mean, this good enough what I just did, right? But if you deburr it, you go that extra little step, you're already putting the work in, so you might as well make it look nice. So I'm marking it. We'll go 5.5 from there. So I'll go ahead and cut this here. Then I have some rod that I picked up, and I'll extend it 5.5 inches out from outside to outside, and then that should essentially just move it right on over. Let's do that. So I bought 1/2 inch rod. This is, I think it's 5/8, maybe 3/4. Let's see. 5/8, good guess. I have 1/2 inch. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Measure 5.5. Basically, I'll weld that like that, and then that to that. So it looks something like this now. Let's test fit first. I'm gonna go ahead and actually weld this in place down here, because it will be able to come off in the future. So now I can weld this here, but what I think I'm gonna do is cut it down to like that. This is why I haven't patched this side yet, because I can easily work on this. That'll work.
Oh, nice!
So it's hitting right now. So the idea is there'll be the fridge here, and to access the 4x4 shifter, you move the fridge back, then you reach down, and then I would just basically push down and back. But as you can see, it broke off, which is fine because I actually need to re-weld it. But yeah, that's pretty good.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want to eventually see how the van's going to turn out, make sure to hit subscribe and the bell, and it'll actually notify you every time we post a new video. It's free and it actually really helps us too, so click the subscribe, comment what you think, and we'll see you on the next one.